I'm Mathew Frith, I'm the Director of Conservation for London Wildlife Trust. I've been leading a walk around the Walthamstow reservoirs, introducing people to our Walthamstow Wetlands project. London Wildlife Trust's role at the Wetlands project here at Walthamstow is we're the delivery partner, so we're working with our partners Thames Water and London Borough of Waltham Forest in the development of the Wetlands project, and our role is to promote the conservation of wildlife, introduce the stories of wildlife and the industrial heritage of the reservoirs to the visitors that are going to be flocking here to experience a fantastic destination in London. Walthamstow reservoirs are an internationally important site for wildlife, and particularly for certain bird species such as bittern, shoveler and gadwall. And obviously how we manage the site is going to be critical to conserving the wildlife interest here. So we've been working with our partners to ensure that the design of the wetlands helps to allow people to experience the wildlife, but at the same time protect the wildlife from being disturbed by people at critical times. Some of that is going to be during the winter when the birds are roosting on the open water and providing kind of shelter belts so that the birds aren't disturbed by seeing people walking nearby, but also it's about the design of access routes through the reservoirs to encourage people to stay on paths that are going to be causing least disturbance to birds at certain times of the year. We have a responsibility as a wildlife trust to not only manage land which is important for wildlife, but also to tell people why it's important for wildlife. Walthamstow reservoirs are a site of special scientific interest. They're part of a special protection area and they are part of a Ramsar site, so they have these levels of designation which are important for their protection for wildlife. Our role is to tell people why they're designated and to manage those sites as best possible to ensure that their designations are met. And that means ensuring that the wildlife that uses the reservoirs aren't disturbed, but also giving people an understanding of why this designation is important. We have 37 SSSIs, as they're known, Sites of Special Scientific Interest in London. Many people don't know they're here. If people did know why they're here and why they're protected, people then might be appreciative of that and work with us to ensure that they are sustained into the future. We are creating reed beds in some of the reservoirs to provide habitat for species such as sedge warbler, reed warbler and bittern, and they will need to be maintained. We're working on the vegetated banks of the reservoirs to try and improve the diversity of trees, shrubs and flowering plants there, so they will need to be continually managed and maintained to improve their structural diversity. We're looking to improve some of the grasslands in terms of the kind of species diversity there, so that might be through new management regimes or introducing plants through planting or seed sowing and stuff like that. We're looking to create temporary scrapes for wetland birds, so there's work to be done there. There's a lot of work that people can do to manage this site. It's over 200 hectares, so there's a lot of stuff to be done here. The Trust recognises that the reservoirs have been a very important site for anglers and bird watchers in particular for very many decades. And we are very sensitive to the concerns that some have that this site will change, but it won't change for the worst. Our concern is that this site has got a fantastic opportunity to be improved. Improved in terms of its wildlife, improved in terms of people's appreciation of that, but also not to the detriment to the people who use the site already. So people who fish here, people who come here to bird watch, they'll still be able to do that, but also that they're going to, I think, benefit from the work that we're going to do.